Okay, guys. Sorry for the interruption. I actually went to do something. So let's continue. So now as you can see here, not this. Okay, yes, another new instance. Well. Okay, so now you can see here. This is the table when we run it. So there can be a situation whereby we want our heading to span more than one column, maybe to span like two column. So there's what we call co-span, a property called co-span. So I shall show you now. Let's say for instance, let me say we have should I say, yeah, names. Let me just say names. Okay, names. So basically, let me just show you this way. I can just say names, and then I can just let me just comment this control slash. That is a short way of the commenting. You can use control slash, or you can just say, you can just type like this: hyphen, exclamation mark, hyphen, and then in this place hyphen, and then close it. So anyhow, so now dash one is, now you can see we have two headings, but our data there is three. We have three. I get me. So it's not going to be properly arranged like this. Let me show you how. Let me show what I'm saying. You can see now we only have two names and grades, but for the third one, which is our is here, doesn't even have any heading. Even the grades that was meant for A is shifted to scores. So you can see how disorganized it is. So for us to to for us to arrange it in the proper way, we just go to these our names. Let's say for instance we want the names to expand to just not only Shola but also to 70 here. It should have more. It should have expand. It should have like two colons. We can use what we call what co-span. So you can just go to th. You can just go to the table heading itself, and then you use this is an attribute of a table. It's only specified to table headers. Okay, so you use th co-span. Tap on it and you can just say co-span 2. That means you're not only to yourself, but you are spanning two columns, isn't it? That what we call co-span. But to refresh it, you can see here now, you can see our names is spanning two columns. So that is how to use to co-span in our HTML tables. So that's for that. And then you also go to our table heights, how you can increase the table heights and stuff like that. You can try this yourself. And let me show you how to let me just quickly brush you on how to add 5 icons. That means icons of your web page, icons to your web page basically. So you can let me just go here. You go to your link, you type in link in your head tab, you type in link, just click on tab to write it for you. So this relation, it means it stands for relation. So relation is to icon, not style sheet. Style sheet is icon. You can use the link tag to to link to your CSS. You can also use it to link to your 5 icons. Okay, your mini icons at your title bar. So you can just, and this href is where we specify the URL, the file part where your icon is being placed. Okay, I also have what called type. You can see the type is image slash what x, image slash what x slash icon. So just this, what type of image it is an X icon, anyone. Okay, so now in this our href, you can just specify the file path. Okay, let me show you how. Basically now you can see in my workspace folder I don't have any image. So let me just go to my file manager. Let me look for an image, and then I'll just copy it and paste it there, and then I'll use it as my icon. So So let me see, where can I get an image? Let me go to pictures. I'm sure pictures will have images for me. Okay, okay, this is a logo here. Okay, let me just copy this. I think this OU logo. Okay, an OU logo here. I'll use this OU logo as my icon now. So go to my workspace. Let me just paste it over here. Now I've pasted it. Let me just change the name to make it easily accessible. So icon. And now take note of the extension also. You can see it ends with PNG. It's a PNG file. Okay, we have the JPEG, we have PNG, we have .ico, we have many extensions. So just take note of the extensions of the images. So now I can just go over here and type in the icon. Just write icon. See VS Code is already bringing it out for me. So just press tab, click on tab, and then to automatically write everything for you out. And so just come over here to your browser, and then you refresh it. You can see now. Let me just increase it for you so you can look at it. Okay, you can see over here. You can see the icon is showing basically. So that's how you can add icons to your HTML, 5 icons to your HTML codes. So I think that is that for that. Now moving on, talking about the table headers. Okay, talk about table headers. We'll talk about you can see here. So talk about table headers. You can just go ahead and just go through the how to add padding and spacing to it. All this row span. We have what we call row span also, having more than 2 rows. Okay, having more than 2 rows. So that is the essence of row span. Co-span is just for having more than 1 column, while for the row span is having more than 1 row, something like that. Okay, table styling, do some styling also. All this, just when you go through it, you know how to go about it. So I'm just kind of like brushing it through, just not make it too. So let's move on. Talk about lists, HTML lists, how to add lists to our HTML. Okay, let me go back to my code here. Let me just comment on this. So how do you add lists? What are lists? When you are talk about items, you listen. When you are listing items out, you use the UL tag for it to list items. Okay, let me show you how you can list items. Okay, so let me just press enter here. As you can see here, let's say I want to create a list of fruits that we have. So we use what we call the UL tag. Press enter, and inside the UL tag you use the LI tag. LI stands for list. Okay, we have and remember there are 2 types of lists. We have the ordered list and the unordered list. The ordered list is it uses numbers by default, and you're ordering it out like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like that, or I like that, Roman numerals, numbers, or any. So you use that for ordered list. Why for unordered means it's not ordered. It's not orderly, isn't it? It's not following an order. So by default it's going to be dot. Then you can say pineapple dot apple dot, something like that. So that is different between ordered and unordered list. So right now here I'm working with UL, which stands for what? Unordered list. Let me just comment it. So this is an unordered list. Okay, unordered list. So that's what the function of UL, that is the meaning of UL here. So within it I'll just say, okay, my list tag, I can say, okay, list of apples, isn't it? Let me just write it there. Let me just use a b tag here. Let me just use a b tag here. Okay, let me okay, it should be outside it. I think that is appropriate because it should be kind of somehow. So b tag, let me just say list of apples. So within it, I can just specify the list of apples I need here. And just say, okay, we have the pineapple. We have the pineapple. We have the pineapple. We have the orange. We have the tomatoes. Those are they? Is it a pineapple with vegetables? I don't even know. I don't even know. Let me just confuse. Okay, let me just say apple. Yeah. Let me just leave it that way. Carrots. How am I mentioning vegetable? Like, let me just put carrot. I think carrot is a fruit. Anyhow, so these are the list of another list. So if I should run this code, refreshing, you can see list of apples. You can see this is not really arranged. You can see, I would say not really arranged. By default, it's using dots. Okay, dots, as is what as is numbering. Okay, but for the other list, let's go for the other list now. Let me just copy all this. Okay, let me just write again. Ordered list, and there just say, let me just put my bit tag here. List of programming languages. List of programming languages that you know: Python, Java. Okay, so UL, and then you specify our li tag. So these are programming language. You can mention it here. We have the Java. Of course, Java should be the number one, not Python. You guys like go for Python. You guys don't want to go for Java too. So Python. We have Java. We have Python. We have what again? We have PHP. We have what again? Oh, I'm using you here. See me. You have what am I using? Capslex. We have C. We have C++. We have C#. Those ones. Don't let me forget you. C. I want to forget C already. Jesus Christ. And they're legendary. They call them the legendary programming languages. Those ones they create softwares that interact with hardwares. LHIs again. So C. So you can see now this just not UL. You have the OL. Yes, change it to OL. So if I should run this now, as you can see here, you can see by default is numbering, isn't it? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is what difference between the ordered list and the unordered list. I didn't comment this. So ordered list and the unordered list. And so if you want to like change the numbering, maybe you want to change it to like the way you number it, the numbering system to Roman numerals, okay, Roman figures. You can just go in here and can just specify. You can just say star. Yeah, you can use inline styling for it, or you can use inline or internal styling, whatever the case may be. So anyway, so you can just say the what we call. Don't let me forget this. So yes, list style type here. List style type. Okay, list style and then type. What type it is? Should it be lower Roman? So they are different. You can see the list of it. VS Code is bringing them up for us. So you can just say, you can just specify it Roman, lower Roman. That is in lower case. You can see. If you want to specify it in upper case, you can use upper Roman. So this is just way of creating lists in HTML. So that will be that for that. So basically, I want you guys to be to be following up, just be following as I'm writing all this. Just follow and also practice. Try to encourage yourself, practice more, so you can get hold of this. so you can't forget. So those are the ways of creating, how to create lists in HTML. So once again, ordered lists, you can see ordered lists, just types, anyone, just play through it, type A, type. So these are just the ways. You can see we have okay, you can see what are the types. What is, you can look, let's look at types here now. You can see type attributes of OL tags. That's for the ordered list. So they say type equals 1. The list items will be numbered with digits, with number by default. If we were to use A to be in uppercase, if we were to use small letter A to be in lowercase, if we were to use high Roman numeral. So this is a short way of you doing it. Let me show you. So instead of just saying style, using the style tag, you can just say, also use type. Okay, type, and you can, these are the values. If you use 1, it to be in numbers. If you use A, to be in big letters, numbering A, B, C, big letters. But use small letter A, something like that. So all this, let me just play one for you here. So let me just refresh. You can see the numberings are in A, B, C, D, and so stuff like that. So this is a short overview of you writing it. So I think that is for that. I hope I'm not too fast with my tone. Just you guys have to just bear with me, just because I'm kind of like brushing it through, so you can finish up with this. Okay, so let's talk about tomorrow class. By God's grace, will treat block and inline classes, ID, iframes. So I think that'll be all for today. Yes, thank you all, and have a blessed night. Okay.